During the last presidential elections in the United States, that one candidate did not have a strategic long-term view and began to improvise tactics that led to death and chaos and a lot of people in prison and jeopardizing future. So your long-term strategic thinking will also address the challenges, provide for dealing challenges and complexities that are going to arise along your journey, so that you will be able at all times to maintain a long-term strategic thinking while also executing tactical solutions and ideas in order to deal with these situations that will arise. So when this previous administration didn't have any strategic thinking, it became reactive, and this began to rely on raw instincts that have never been tested, have never been thought through. It's just like reacting on a whim, and if you do that with your business will fail. So it's very important for you to constantly have these two together with you as you build and run your business. So let me give you an example, okay? If you are driving on the highway and you see a big truck in front of you, and from a distance you can observe it, it is sort of losing control, or the way the driver is behaving. If you far enough away from this obstacle, you will see different paths and what to do in order to avoid the collision. But if you're too close, you may not see. You may jump into the left lane and jump into an oncoming vehicle from the other side. So the long-term strategic view will help you see clearly. Okay, if you're looking at a forest and you're too close to a tree, it will block your view. You may not see the other way around the mountain or the fire or the river. So your journey will end up being jeopardized. Now listen to this. If you step back to get the big picture, in other words, if you continue to revisit your long-term objectives and strategic long-term plan, you may see the way around these obstacles, these challenges, these complexities. Your strategy will enlighten your short-term thinking. If you just step back, you will see the path around the forest. So one of one of the functions and the benefit of strategic thinking is that it will always enable you to make sure that you stay in the right direction, because you keep your eyes on the prize. Even if sometimes you have to take a detour, even if sometimes you have to take tactical decisions to avoid the obstacle and maybe turn right or turn left due to changing conditions, due to coronavirus exploding, and affecting the whole marketing industry, the way we do life, even if these things occur, you will still stay in the right direction, even though you may have to make some decisions to either slow your car down or take a detour through a different route and then get back on the main road to your destination. So what is strategy anyway? How would you define the word strategy? Okay. What is it that you need to do consistently and persistently over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years in order for you to achieve your long-term objectives for your business and your short-term goals for your business? That's your strategy. What is it exactly you need to do consistently, persistently, over the next 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10 years, depending on the perspective of your business, in order for you to achieve your long-term objectives and short-term goals. You see, if you are in a marriage, you will have input from your spouse, your children. If it's a business, you have input from your shareholders and maybe partners and even creditors, okay? All of them will give you input, okay? But at the same time, you have to take into consideration that input, but you also must be able to gather data, information in the now and perform analysis in order to get deep insight into the challenges that you face in the present situation, in the now. You need to be able to do that constantly. That's how you will be able to stay on course, both for your long-term objectives and your short-term goals. You are not going to ignore the requirement of your family, the needs of your stakeholders, the needs of your employees. But your strategy is going to enlighten your annual tactics, monthly tactics. You see? In order for you to go from here to there, you need that clear strategy. You need a long-term plan. You need a handrail that you can hold onto. And then you need a set of tactics that you can deploy in your daily routines, in your daily activities. What are your tactics? If you're on Facebook, that's why I said in the other video, likes are not a business goal, but like may be a tactic to achieve your business goals. So why are you posting on Facebook? Why are you looking for likes? Why do you want 30,000 likes on your Facebook page? All these when, why, and how questions, if you can bring answers, they will lead you to your long-term objectives. You must constantly ask those questions and redefine your tactics and clarify your vision constantly and remind yourself, retrain yourself in your mission. All right, stay tuned for more. I'm going to give you an interesting example of a nation that executed a perfect strategy, and today many would like to go and visit that nation. Stay tuned for more.